Hi students, this is Kartik Trivedi and you are watching a lecture series of Applied Thermodynamics with me. Hi students, in today's video we're gonna learn how to read psychrometry chart. So this is very important video because when you have to solve a psychrometric problem related to psychrometric chart, then this video is going to be very useful, very helpful to you. So first of all, what you have to do, just you have a refrigeration chart with tables. So you have that graph book with you, you have that chart book with you, which I already told you to purchase a refrigeration charts with table by RS Khurmi book. So go to that book, go to the index, go to the index, see the psychrometric chart. Now what you have to do, just open psychrometric chart and just keep it in front of you. So what you have to do, whatever the point I am going to explain over here, same thing you have to see that in chart whether it is there or not. Okay, so whatever, let's say when I'm talking about DBT line, so what you have to do, just stop the video, see your chart and see where the DBT line is there. Okay, next thing, also for your more information, for your more clarification, what I am going to do, I am going to attach a one PPT of how to read a psychrometric chart where I have plotted all the lines and all the points. So how to find out, for in that PPT I have taken one example, let us say for this particular DBT and for this particular WBT, how we can find all other lines or how we can find all other properties. So see this PPT and you will find this PPT in right now in the description box. So go to the description and that you can find, you can see the link of that PPT. So that is also going to be helpful. So what you have to do now, just keep psychrometric chart in front of you and just listen to me very carefully over here. Okay, so our topic is how to read psychrometric chart. So now what you have to do, open your psychrometric chart. So you can see that a psychrometric chart is something like this. Okay, so you can see that this is something like this psychrometric chart. So first thing we gonna see is a DBT lines, dry bulb temperature line. So what will be the dry bulb temperature line? So all the vertical lines like this, all the vertical line is called dry bulb temperature line. So here you can see the temperature will be written over something like this, -10, -5, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, so and so. So all this vertical line will show the dry bulb temperature line. Here you can see that 0 degree Celsius dry bulb temperature line. Here you can see the 5 degree Celsius temperature line. Here you can find the 10 degree Celsius temperature line. Here you can find the 15 degree Celsius temperature line. Okay, so 0, 0, this is dry bulb temperature line. 5, 5, connecting 5 degree, 5 degree dry bulb temperature line, connecting here 10 degree, here 10 degree, a dry bulb temperature line. 15 degree, here the same will be 15 degree, so connecting 15 degree, 50 degree vertical straight line, that will be a dry bulb temperature line like this. Okay, so for here, for your more clarification, then let's say it will be 0, or you can say let it will be -5, then -5 vertical line, 0, 10, 15, 20, 25, this all vertical line will be dry bulb temperature. If it is -5 over here, then here the straight line will give you -5 degrees Celsius. If it is 0 and the vertical line whenever intersect this curve, it will be also 0. So it is same temperature. If it is 0, then if you draw a straight vertical line, it is also 0 over here. If it is 10, if you draw straight vertical line, it is same temperature over here. So it's connecting the same temperature, 10, 10 DBT. Same way 15. So here it will be the 15. Keep that in mind. If here 20, the same will be 20. If here 25, this will be 25. Okay, so this is straight vertical line will be a dry bulb temperature line. Now what you have to do, pause the video and see where you can find a vertical dry bulb temperature line. So dry bulb temperature line means vertical line. So all the vertical line will be dry bulb temperature. Let's say if I will say 7 degrees Celsius, then what you have to do? So what you have to do? So here you will have something like this line, the 5, 10. So it will be something like this. Let me draw it over here. Let's say this is your chart. Okay, something like this. And here 5, here 10, this 5 line, this 10 line. So here they will give you something line like this. Okay, so this is 5, that means this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, so it will be 7. So 7 to here, draw a downward vertical line, it is also 7. So same 8, then 9, and here 10. That means here it is also 10. So this is how you have to find 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Because if it is 5 over here, then straight vertical line, it is also here 5 over here. If it is 10 over here, then straight 10 over here. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here same thing will be over here. So this is how you have to find a point. Okay, so remember that. Next thing we gonna see is a WBT line, means weight volt temperature line. So you can see that this kind of cross line, like this, like this, like this, like this. These all are the weight volt temperature line. So it will be something like this. If I will draw here specifically, if I will draw only vertical, only WBT line, so WBT line like something like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. So these all are the WBT line. So if I say 10 degrees Celsius WBT line, so here the temperature is going to be written over here, that this is minus 5, minus 10, minus 15, minus let us say minus 5, 0, 5, 10. If I say 5W, the WBT 5 degrees Celsius line, so here the 5 degrees Celsius written over here. So from 5 degrees Celsius, see this line. So this is 5 degrees Celsius WBT line. Here same 0 degrees Celsius. So this is 0 degrees Celsius WBT line. 10 degrees Celsius. So if it is 10 degrees Celsius over here, so this is 10 degrees Celsius WBT line. Minus 5 degrees Celsius. If minus 5 degrees Celsius written over here and the line is going something like this, this is minus 5 degrees Celsius WBT line. So this is how you can find it. Let's say if I will say 3 degrees Celsius WBT line, then what you would do? So here 0. So here you will have a line something like this. You know that here 0, that means downward vertical line. This is also 0. Same way you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. So what you have to do here? 1, 2, and 3. From there you will have this kind of line. So this will be WBT line. So this is 3 degrees Celsius WBT line. So this is how you can find a 3 degrees Celsius WBT line. So this is all line like this. This is WBT line like this. You can see over here. WBT, 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 WBT. Okay. Now next thing you will have is enthalpy written over here. Enthalpy, kilojoule per kg. Here you will have value 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, whatever. Here the value will be written for the enthalpy. Now how to find the enthalpy? So let's say if you have a WBT line, so this is WBT line, and if you extend the WBT line from here, same way like this here, and then you go upward, whatever you find will be the enthalpy. Okay, again I'm going to repeat. Let's say this is 5 degrees Celsius WBT line. This is, let us say, for example, right now it is not like that, but let us say this is 6 degree, or this is, let's say, 7 degrees Celsius WBT line. So this is 7 degrees Celsius WBT line. From now, extend it over here, extend this line over here, and whenever it intersects, it will show the enthalpy for 7 degrees Celsius WBT line. Same way, let's say this is 8 degrees Celsius WBT line. Let us assume this is 8 degrees Celsius WBT line. And if I will tell you at 8 degrees Celsius WBT, what will be the enthalpy? So this is WBT line. So just extend this 8 degrees Celsius WBT line like this. Just extend it like this, and whenever it intersects, it will show your enthalpy. So see the value, whatever the value show over here, with that will be the enthalpy for 8 degrees Celsius WBT. Let's say same way over here. Let's say this is 0 degrees Celsius and WBT line will be something like this. So for 0 degrees Celsius WBT, what will be the enthalpy? So what you have to do, you already have 0 degrees Celsius WBT line. Extend it over here. Whenever it intersects this enthalpy line, that will be the enthalpy for 0 degrees Celsius WBT line. So WBT and enthalpy both are correlated. So if you extend the WBT line, so now this kind of curve, you can see this curve. This curve is known as saturation curve. Why saturation curve? Because at this curve, relative humidity will be 100%. So this is a saturation curve. So you can see that WBT line will be up to saturation curve. This old WBT line will be up to this saturation curve. But what you will do, if you extend the same WBT line up to enthalpy, up to here, it will show the enthalpy for that WBT line. Okay. So WBT line is up to saturation curve, like here, up to here, up to here, up to here. But if you extend the same WBT line and whatever the intersect over here, that will show the enthalpy. So this is enthalpy scale. So whatever you have to do, you have to just extend the WBT line up to enthalpy scale. Whenever it intersects, it shows the enthalpy for that WBT line. Okay, understand? Okay. So now we have cleared DBT, we have cleared WBT and enthalpy. Now let's see the specific humidity. But before we see specific humidity, first let's see relative humidity line. So already I have told you this kind of curve is also known as saturation curve. It's 100%. Now you will have this kind of parallel curve like this. like this. It shows the relative humidity line. If it is 100%, this is 80%, 70%, 60%, 50%, something like this. This is saturation curve, so it is 100%. So you will have this kind of relative humidity, 90%, 80%. So percentage is written over there, 70%. So this is known as relative humidity line. It shows the relative humidity like this. The percentage is written over here. So this is known as relative humidity line. Okay, so this is known as relative humidity line. I think you will got it. So dBT clear, WBT enthalpy clear, relative humidity clear. Now what we have to do? We have to see specific humidity line. So here you can see the value written over here. So this is, if you consider this is y-axis, so easy. Over here you will have specific humidity. So 0.001, 0.002, 0.004, 0.009, and so on and so. So here it will be written specific humidity. It will be in kg per kg of dry air. So let's say if I will draw straight line like this, horizontal straight line. See all the straight line. Horizontal straight line. If I will draw all the horizontal straight line over here, so let's say if you have this point, let's say you have find one point over here. So from this point, go up to, draw a straight line and go up to here. So it will, whatever the value, let's say it will shows 0.0095. So what you have to do for, let's say you have located one point over here. From there, draw straight horizontal line, and whenever intersect this vertical line, and it will shows the value 0.0095. That means it shows the specific humidity for that particular point. So from this point, draw straight horizontal line, reach up to here. So this is known as specific humidity. So all this value which is written over here, it shows the specific humidity, kg per kg of dry air. Same way, let's say you have located this point over here, and now from this point, draw a straight line up to saturation curve. Whenever it intersects, it shows the dew point temperature. So let's say from here I draw straight line, and if it here I will draw straight line up to saturation curve, and if here 5 degrees Celsius written over here, that means for this point a dew point temperature is 5 degrees Celsius. So what you have to do, all the horizontal line will shows the two value, specific humidity and dew point. So let's say you are at this point, so from this point go up to here, and whatever the value will be written over it shows the specific humidity. Same way for this point, go straight line, draw straight line up to saturation curve, and let's say if it is written 10 degrees Celsius over here, so that will be your dew point temperature. And if it is written 0.001, so for this point this will be the specific humidity. So from this point, if you go straight here, it will show specific humidity. From this point, if you go like something like this backward horizontally, so it will show the dew point temperature. So dew point temperature and specific humidity both are the horizontal line like this. Okay, so now you will know this. So you have know what is dBT, what is WBT enthalpy, what is dew point temperature, what is specific humidity, what is relative humidity line. And now next line is full specific volume line. So this kind of line, you can see that this kind of line, this is known as specific volume line. How you will get to know that this is specific volume line? So the value will be written over there, 0.80 meter cube per kg, 485 meter cube per kg, 0.90 meter cube per kg. That's called specific volume line. So it will be something like this. These all are the specific volume line. So there is a value written over there, 0.80 meter cube per kg, 0.85 meter cube per kg, 0.90 meter cube per kg, 0.95 meter cube per kg. So this kind of line is known as specific volume line. So what you have to do, you have to just see all this line over there. Okay, so how you can find all the properties? So what you have to do, just see the PPT which is in description box, and where I find all other points. So don't forget to see the PPT which is in description box. Now let me take one example. So how you can find all these properties? So in example, he will give you any 2 points. Okay, let's say if he will say there is one air which is having 40 degrees Celsius dBT and 28 degrees Celsius WBT, find all other properties. So what you have to do, first you have to find 40 degrees Celsius dBT line. So let's say a 40 degrees, this is, I'm just taking example. So let's say this is 40 degrees Celsius dBT line. Okay, so first you have to darken 40 degrees Celsius dBT line, then you have to find 28 degrees Celsius WBT line. So let's say a 28 degrees Celsius WBT line is over here. So you have to do this. So whenever intersect, it will be that particular point. Now from intersecting point, you can find all other properties. So to find the intersecting point, you require any two property. It is not necessary that you will have dBT, WBT. He either will give you dBT and relative humidity. So you have to just find the intersecting point, and from there you can find all other things. Okay. So now how you can find specific humidity? So from this point, go straight up to here. So whatever the value will be written over here, it will show us the specific humidity. Same way from this point, go straight over here. Whatever the temperature value will be, or it will be a dew point temperature. Same way, see this point, where this point, it will show the relative humidity. Let's say here written 90% and here written 80%. And if this point is between 90% and 80%, so the relative humidity for this point will be 85%. If it is passing through, so this is how you can find the relative humidity. Okay. So relative humidity we have find it, dew point temperature we have find it, we have find a specific humidity. Now how to find enthalpy? So you know that you will have an enthalpy scale something like this. So what you have to do for that intersecting point, you can see the WBT 20 degrees Celsius. So we know that this intersecting point is passing through 28 degrees Celsius WBT. So you know that to find enthalpy, you have to just extend the WBT line which is passing through that point. So I will extend WBT line, and whenever it intersect this enthalpy scales, let's say it is written 90 over here. So enthalpy will be 90 kilojoule per kg. Okay, so this is how you can find it. Now next thing, remaining with specific volume. How to find specific volume? So let's say in the specific volume line will be something like this. So let's say it is 0.80 meter cube per kg written over here, and here it is written 0.70 meter cube per kg. So that means if this point is between 0.70 and 0.80, so that is specific volume will be 0.75 meter cube per kg. So you have to go randomly something like this. So this is just an example. I have not solved it exactly, but now you can take any random 2 points and solve the example. So what you have to do? I have solved one example, analytical example. So analytical example, you have dBT and WBT. So in the last episode, what we have done, we have solved one example by analytical method. Now you can solve that example with the help of this graph chart, and you can find the same value which you have found in analytical. Okay, minor variation will be there, so you can check, you can cross check that value. Okay, so now you can do it. I hope you will like this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.